Okay. For everybody who wants to be in a marriage conference and you want to hear something that's really going to help your marriage, here it is right here. Be nice to each other. That's I rebuked the tomatoes. See, here's the thing. Usually after we get familiar with people, even if we're not married to them, it could be a close friend, it could be a closer relative or somebody who's living in the home with you, whatever the case may be, you expect them to know who you are and what's going on with you. And so instead of remembering what took place at the beginning of the relationship, whether it was a friendship, whether it was romance or in love or whatever you want to call it, what ends up happening is we get so familiar with each other that we forget to be polite to each other. That's one of the first things to go out the window. I don't know how many times I've heard people talk about how, they no longer, worry about saying excuse me when they poop. Let's come on. We grown, right? Except for a little bitty right there. We grown. I don't have to close the door anymore when I go to the restroom. It's getting so. I say whatever flies off my brain without taking it through any kind of filtering process. And because of that, what happens is the appreciation and the respect that we had for each other at the beginning. And this is even with a job. That's a relationship. Regardless of what you signed and what they signed, it's a relationship. And we can get so comfortable and familiar with the job to where I don't, if I show up late, if I partially do, That's not how it was when you got started. When we started, we were on time, and we had everything neat, we had everything lined up, and we made sure that everything was crisp and clean and nice, and we came in with a wonderful attitude and all this. We had all of this, and then we get familiar, and we just start saying any old kind of thing. We start acting any old kind of way. We start doing any old kind of thing, and it breaks down the integrity of the structure that was built. If you want to repair whatever's going on with that relationship, I don't care what kind of relationship it is, go back to being courteous. Go back to being polite. Go back to saying please. You know how many people don't feel like it's necessary to say please anymore? You know how many people don't feel like it's important to say excuse me anymore? You know how many people feel like it's just you're supposed to do it if I say it? This is what breaks down relationships. Simple things. As they said, things we learned in kindergarten. Please, thank you. May I? You're welcome. Somebody bring you something and you don't even say thank you anymore. Because, they know. No, that's not the point. The point is, who are you? It's not about how they take it. It's about who do you want to be? Do you want to be the type of person who doesn't care to appreciate someone? Do you want to be the type of person who doesn't care to acknowledge someone? Do you want to be the type of person who doesn't mind running over someone because you know they love you? What does all of this have to do with hearing the voice of God? If I can't get straight with how to treat my brother, my sister, my person who's on this level with me, this is going to be extremely difficult to get in line. That's what I've been saying over the last couple of weeks. I can't get past you to get to God. I can't move around you. I can't move you out of the way. I can't tiptoe and step aside and say, I love you, Lord. He's not going to accept that. Amen. So it's important for me to do the best that I can to treat you good, to treat you kind, to treat you great, in order for me to be able to have this blossom bloom, to grow. If I really want to hear from the Lord, he's going to look at how am I treating you? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. We got a first aid kit in here and over there.